Listen to the mic now. It's that flavor, right?
Yeah.
It's not very
Easy flavor in the mix.
It's hot.
The best part, Life is good.
Life is good.
Life is great, bro.
Life is great.
Come on.
Between me and Ole, though, I was more of a TCBY man.
Nah. TCBY was a big play, though. Willie's used to be in KFC, though.
Oh, Willie's, though.
Willie's big man.
Willie's was overrated. Even as a
Willie's
As
in
a
the
East
same,
man, I can admit
in the
this.
same
Willie's
box
in
as
Arima, opposite
Munchkins.
the park.
No, no, no.
Well, the original
Hold on,
Willie's
pause.
was in
That
St.
Willie's kind of hard,
Augustine.
eh?
No, but that Willie's in Arima.
That Willie's in
opposite
Arima,
the little
little
park.
park.
Yeah, well, they have a kind of cultural representation.
But it's not, it
Not
can't
Willie's.
It's not really TCBY.
TCBY, boy.
TCBY come like Cold Stone before Cold Stone reach here.
TCBY was real fancy, though. TCBY
You can get your banana split, you can get your Sundays.
Dairy bar.
Dairy bar is real hard. Well,
Nah,
it's
I
real
don't
hard.
even, like,
It's
what is
still
TCBY?
You know TCBY treats? It used to be attached to KFC. You know when you go
I know,
downstairs.
I know, what's the place that used to be next to, it was in Valtane too.
TCBY?
That was
No, that dairy bar.
That dairy
Right,
bar. That's
well,
what I
like,
know.
you know when you walk in the mall, right, downstairs,
Right.
the KFC downstairs.
This is Old Trinity Mall.
No, this is the same one.
Right.
You're walking in by the cinema downstairs.
Right.
You see,
Oh,
right there, you used to have an
right.
ice cream thing
Right,
outside.
right,
I used to be
right,
TC,
right,
right?
right. Okay, cool.
And you saw one in Westmall and thing. It originates in Westmall.
I hardly used to go there.
Yeah, Westmore was
We
not
talk about
I was a Milky man.
We talking more?
Milky, a little soccer bag. Yeah.
Alright, so fellas, lecture 9.
As we talking.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube actually was up. And then wait to the good folk at Millennial Studios for putting off that one last minute.
Come on.
So we on the YouTube actually working on getting it on iTunes.
I see somebody asked for that this week, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody asked for the iTunes.
So we're going and work that out. I know how to do so. You might be hearing this on iTunes next week Monday. It's the 12th. No, it's the 19th.
Yeah.
So this episode will be out on the 19th. If all goes well, it will be up on Apple Podcast. If not, we'll get lecture 10. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Go back, listen to all this stuff on SoundCloud. Watch over lecture 8. Keep in touch. We're kicking it off. One time football is back.
Football is definitely back.
No, what a wonderful weekend.
Definitely back. Not for everybody though.
Oh, well, Chelsea, man,
Not for
I'll
everybody.
wrap it up after this weekend.
I'm feeling it for the Chelsea man for
Chelsea,
sure.
man, I'll wrap it up.
Right now I'm feeling it for
My-
the Chelsea man. Yeah.
My thing is, I kind of hold in my strain on all sides, to be very honest. Because
Sense.
Yeah, they do that.
Oi.
No,
He's
all
Arsenal
sides.
man. He's Arsenal
Oi.
man. He's
I
Arsenal
would-
man too.
I hold
I
in my
mean-
strain on all sides.
Well, you have to do that.
Because besides Man City, dog, coming out of the blocks hot is not a representation of anything. Let me be fair. Chelsea lose Hazard. They have a new coach. So they was losing for sure, no matter who they play first week. Things mad. They didn't even play their full side.
Yeah,
Right?
they especially you don't know what's going on in the back.
Wait, Kante injured? Why he come on so late?
He tired.
Yeah, like men
Oh.
fatigued and thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How many African Cup of Nations?
Well,
Nah, he's for France.
Oh shit, yeah.
Show respect to the World Cup champions. Eh?
France is black.
Racism, my name.
France is basically stolen Africa. Arsenal, we scrape a little thing on Newcastle. We almost get winning punch. So there's that. Liverpool only played Norwich. Give you a chance, Hugh.
Shell down.
I was saying nothing.
But still, he was coming.
Hold on.
Talking to the mic,
Hold
Chief.
on,
Pause.
Hold on. This is why. This is why we just end up in the position now we're in.
Is that what position is that?
Into the mic, Chief.
Well, we in a nice position, but I was cool. Scored 4 goals and then you come out like, yeah, we scored 4 goals.
First
That
half.
side is very shit.
Yeah, but you
There's a
come
normal
out
side.
and we had to relax.
Because you have to do that.
But you don't have to relax?
That's what I'm saying. I find this is a new Liverpool. I mean, all respect to the history of Liverpool, but still, come on. Like,
But then for us as Champions League champions, so
yeah,
we have to give them what they have.
at the same time, but still, come on.
Champions of Europe.
They're looking to come home with
I just said.
I feel we had to keep it.
I feel nah. You see, my thing is, Arsenal, man. They say this every year. We say this every year, but they say we ain't winning the league.
I
And
would
we
just-
winning
I
winning
know everybody
everybody.
to know.
We ain't doing them thing, but I think
But
we have
our
a quality shout
I
for
have
top
come
three.
to the conclusion.
Top three.
This is on camera.
Top three.
Right now, this is going to change, subject to change when things get right. But right now, I have concluded that Arsenal is no longer a big European side, and I am fine with that. You know?
I think that's
understand? We are
fair.
a decent
That's
side.
fair.
We could upset big teams from time to time, but we're not no European powerhouse.
And you know what?
I am okay with making Champions League and I won cup.
I
Like,
agree with that mindset.
Carabao,
I agree with that mindset. You know why I agree with that
Carabao.
mindset, eh? Because as a Liverpool man, when you're in the Gideon and you're climbing up the ranks and things,
you all been there for some
you've been
time.
there. I didn't mind watching my side, like, you know, a young child, an adolescent coming up, you know learning how to samba and thing, we outside. So there's no problem. You must learn to refresh. No problem with refreshing.
You know, but we had one of our best transfer markets actually in the history of the club. Really and truly, this
Yeah, they get some
transfer.
good
They get some good though.
Yeah,
They get
they
some
get
good
some
buys. Get some good buys.
For the amount of money we spend, we did a good job, and that is real positive for the future now.
I rate it.
And then the magic of turning that transfer budget into what it was, into what it like turned out to be like. Now
Pepe,
like,
Luis,
come on.
Ceballos.
Come on.
Only Luis. Only Luis. If I Luis shaky, if I shaky.
We have a PP in the fourth.
Dog, the man is
That's
a
not a problem.
defender.
We have to
He's
play
a
all that
winner.
twice, and you have to
He's a
play all that
trophy
twice.
winner.
We'll talk this talk, right?
I find he shaky, man.
We'll talk this talk.
I
when
never
we
see
play.
shaky, you know.
He's shaky,
I
he's
just
shaky.
saying,
You know what?
Since he leave just the first time, I find he
Nah.
shaky.
you're sneaky.
I mean, he is.
All
not-
in the Olympics,
Nah,
he's
he's-
shaky.
I will say.
Olympics.
Nah,
Benji
I
will
will
be a
say-
poops down himself.
Nah,
You
that-
know, poops down himself.
Poops down himself.
We're in France.
David Luiz is not
The
David
league.
Luiz of like
And
3
the
years
cup,
ago,
yes, you
4
know.
years ago.
I
But-
say-
but
Well,
also
he
quality,
wait, you know, like-
But the thing is too,
This is a competition.
why watching the buy twos? Because that man only have about 3 more years, 4 more years top.
That's okay.
That's
though.
okay. We just need him for like 2
Trees,
seasons.
that really is. No,
We
where
just
them
need
was
him for
3
2
years
seasons.
ago.
Now we looking to get, look to get. I find they should have go youth one time.
Nah.
They should have go youth one time though.
We waterproof.
Nah.
No, but we buy a youth, but he just went on loan. We had to loan him after the side we buy him from. What's his name? Saliba.
Saliba, yeah.
A 6'3",
you go
big,
back on
black,
that.
strappy defender.
I find them real clumsy, you know.
That's fair.
With Azuma vibes, you know.
Oh, yes,
Big
so-
strong, man.
Nah, but I mean, he not too built like he does. He's like he little slender.
Zuma had to go and do
Looks like
some
them.
kind of ballet or something though.
You find in a smooth
He
one.
not nimble on the feet
I really
at
like
all,
you. I
man.
find you really
Zuma.
Yeah.
He could play, you know, like aerial ball and thing. That is Zuma. But they see them little chop and thing again. Oh, you go check it for the.
I find he's a clumsy. That's my thing. He's like a real clumsy.
He real clumsy.
He really is.
He break you in foot and all the time.
So we kicking right off. We did run a poll on Twitter. Thanks for everyone who voted.
Come on.
We know the topic that win, and if you check back the poll, you will see it come through in the podcast. But we're kicking things off today. The future greatest artist
Oh,
to
boy.
come out of the country. Future greatest artist to come out of the country. She had a little, some would say a moment or lapse. I disagree, but we're here to talk about it. She tweets some wild stuff.
I wouldn't even say wild, you know, give him the
I
kind of
get
tweets.
fucks and like what she really
Give
saying.
him the
though?
tweets. Give him the
I was
tweets.
wild on the Twitter. I
More
basically
evil.
know.
What she really
Like
saying?
in the brackets of Twitter. Ways wild.
That have that.
I
feel
that.
we need a clear
Do
line.
have that.
Right. So, alright, hold on, right? I think while is a case-by-case basis based on the person who uttered the phrase.
That is true.
The
Right.
character is defined on the. Yeah, okay.
Right. So that brought into question whether or not we should hold celebrities to a higher standard. Now, my take on this is not really. For the most part, no. The reason being, yes, celebrities have people that look up to them and they live a higher lifestyle and they propelled. So basically, they have a responsibility to be squeaky clean. But when you really think about it, they basically under exponentially more scrutiny than us in our everyday lives, and they're still human beings. So we're really asking them to be kinda inhuman, and that off na dog.
I find like people is watch. There's watch like most celebrities as like I remember the Avengers.
Yeah,
given where them comments or them tweets come out on Twitter given. Like
that normal.
what's curious cats?
But you see, it still have anonymity there.
But same way you're willing to see them things now.
Yeah, what it have?
Like
I can list out 3 East birds, 7 Dago birds, and 2 from Central. It is 2 worse than that, like every week now, boy. Like it's a normal scene.
No, but then too, I mean,
3 tweets I see today.
yeah, but still, but
But them is not the celebrities, so you can't really.
and then to it not off brand for them birds too now. Like certain birds, when they see they tweeting crazy, it's like I can't expect that from you. So it's like when you come on here, it have no jump out yourself when they come and see them thing.
It's like
Because like
you would have
right,
that.
yeah.
Anyway, you got to
Alright, so
Here you go again.
the tweet was
That's why I want to know
not
what the tweet-
verbatim, not verbatim. This is not verbatim. This is in general terms. She say that feeling when you in pain, like
I think she was referring to
I wanna
some
see- I
pain
know,
that
but
she was having.
yeah, she was having a
Look
pain
at it.
and she said feel like
Sex.
when you're in a period and you have anal sex. In a nutshell. That is basically what she's saying, and people find out that was out of timing. My problem with that is this.
Watermelon girl.
My problem with that is this, right?
It's not
It deleted it, not it.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah.
So she was hot.
Like it's be perusing that profile way.
Yeah.
No, I listened to it, right?
Now when she did say she got hot,
Yeah.
So I would
Close friends on Twitter.
come on.
One.
I mean, guys,
She messages this show
which trade. Right. So, to me, if we really look at Nyla Blackman's lyrics in plenty of our songs, there's a lot of sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
Right? We had Oladoi, we had Games,
Come on.
we had even Iron Love.
Yeah.
Love is a
That is a
shaky.
that's
That's
a
a
high C. So even if let me give the skeptics the benefits of the doubt where she wasn't hacked. Let's say she really tweeted that, which I think she did. That is what I believe. Right? I don't really find that's a problem though.
No, man.
If Rihanna did say that, everybody would be like,
Oh my God.
City Girl Summer.
I
City
mean,
Girls up by 2.
but until we gotta remember the whole, like what she tweeting about our period sex one is like even for Trinidad, which is all about sex.
Bye.
Period sex one is a taboo still. Like real. Period sex is still. Hold on, I'm not saying that man no double.
Ones are you. We can write that as bogus. We can write that as
I'm
bogus.
not saying that man no double. I'm just saying that
Patriarchies.
it's still a little taboo. Like people are still talk about it as taboo. Also anal sex. So to pull them two things together,
Honestly,
it's like,
I feel that's what she wanted to do.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Though. I
Why?
find, to me, dog, I honestly don't know any girl who have a problem with that, and they will speak openly that that's fine.
My thing is that
So,
she was referring
it's
to
not taboo.
periods, boy. She wasn't even talking about
A normal
she
thing.
used- She
I
used
don't
that.
think people let's come out and
But
talking about how
but
funny
you
that
just
is.
know you never see on the timeline when our period sex talk pass. Everybody just be like, yeah. Everybody's be chopping.
Everybody is loving. Like you're soft. If
That's not
on that.
taboo, though.
Period sex
Yeah, I
time.
say it too, eh?
Nah, dog.
I think that's a
People talk
normal
about-
thing.
People
That's
talk about
it.
eating
That's it.
ass and thing, dog.
That's
Like,
not taboo. That's not taboo.
I see funny things too. Very funny things too. I find eating ass
Man,
is so
diving into
popular
that.
now.
Say we shop up
It's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wait till we shop,
But
we
what I
shop.
would say on that whole thing is I don't know. I mean, I look at Nyla as this sex symbol.
Exactly.
So
look
to
at her
me,
Instagram.
to me, her talking about it is
I think
not
people need to
I
realize that it's a big woman now. though.
Yeah,
And she
the girl
can
is
do what she
not
want
19
now. It's
again.
like,
I mean, she's a big woman in the sense that she's an adult, but she's like 22.
Yeah.
yeah, but
So
that big
which
woman- that big woman-
in the artist world is
A big
A
one.
fully grown artist.
Yeah, no, I
Sure.
agree, right? But
Like, you on your second album, 2-3 fader, 1 Grammy award. 22? Come on, this man out on 20 the other day. What is designer was when he was.
My brother meet you on Twitter turn 21.
You understand?
I'm telling you.
so in the general scheme of things, what's your thoughts on holding celebrities to higher standards?
I think according to what they do. Like, you have to hold them to higher standards.
In terms of
Because you will
moral
end up like
ethics.
O.J. Simpson. You know, you're carried away. And then at the end of you're getting away and thing because you're a celebrity now, you understand?
So you think O.J. Simpson,
But
yeah,
I
because
would-
he's a celebrity? Fucks. If the glove don't fit, you don't quit me.
No, it's our line. Is it crime? Crime is a line.
Yes.
Anytime you fall out of the lines of the law,
Nah, exactly.
we can't let that pass.
We can't let
Yeah.
that pass. But everybody does still ball free cartel same way, eh?
Hold on.
True.
Right?
And I will on that tree.
I am not doing like the tree of the free
Yo,
cards.
Cartel, come on, I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow.
The other free cartel.
I still miss
Right
my shoes from the
tomorrow.
last cartel concert.
Ticket
But-
booked.
We ain't standing for them thing. You understand? We're not standing for that.
I have one way
Yeah,
to
this
describe
song.
it.
I think now we have to realize too that the world change and the world a lot more sexual now. So people making them kind of statements are to be taken as first thing first the girl was referring to pain. It wasn't even like a
She didn't want to
No,
take
but
it.
we-
Yes.
I think we all
She said
agree that,
painful.
that nothing was really wrong with Nyla tweet, right? But in terms of the grand scheme of the topic, the reason why I find this is a kind of we should lean more to the side of no, because sometimes like this world is such a get everything right in a short space of time world. Like for example, you might be under some emotions and say something on Instagram live or tweet something that you didn't really think through before, and you, in real life that's how it does work now. Sometimes your mouth will slip, you say something you didn't really mean because it was emotional at the time, you know, and you can't, if we hold them celebrities, it's such a high standard. We asking them to be try to be perfect,
Yeah.
and then you end up in a scenario like most recently with Daniel Caesar, right?
yeah.
Daniel Caesar went through some fire because he more or less said that black people need to stop being mean to white people because something went on with one of his friends at MC named Yes Jules, and something happened and he just made that comment, right? Had some bad press on her and he just made that comment.
Yeah.
And the black community decided that he cancelled more or less. And then
That
he come
cancel
out-
culture is real, man.
he come out with a good album a month and a half ago. I really enjoyed the album. The album only sell like 12,000 copies. So he basically now on a downward spiral as in his career because of that one little moment on Instagram live where he was defending his friend who happened to be white now. And secondly, I don't really find anything wrong with him saying we shouldn't be mean to white people. Like we shouldn't be mean to white people.
Nobody should mean.
That's true.
Nobody.
I think the easiest way to put it is like celebrities, once they have a particular image, or not even a particular image, like once they have a certain status as they get older, and become more popular, like it's real unfair, boy. Like it's real unfair to move from just being average Nyla Blackman who go in what school she went in? She went like convent. Who,
Nah, she was in the East.
I was just
So-
like my arrow or something crazy thing.
Well, whatever school she went, right?
She was in ambush
And
vibes.
to come out of that to now all of a sudden have to be this perfect individual, that real unfair to me though. So it's like as regular people,
Yeah,
I would
and
say
then-
is difficult for us now to kind of cast those aspersions on them and to make them feel as though they need to be this particular individual. It's like no, like they just
But
human like
I
everybody else.
think one thing I like though is that nobody wasn't like the general population on Twitter at the time was normal about the post. Everybody's like,
No.
I find people was like that happened, but same way nobody wasn't born and it's all
I
normal.
see people real one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dog, that get burned out, bro.
was-
That-
I was
that-
surprised.
But me, that's what make me. I miss it, you know. That's what make me went back and realize I get deleted, and then I asked Jala for the thing that
I
he had it
I actually
screenshot.
realized
he
when
had
I
a
see when I
screenshot.
see them. I was like, what going on here? It looked like a way what going on here moment.
Yeah.
But I wasn't coming and see well Nyla.
I just find that we as a population need to allow them things to slide because if we take, I mean, we didn't, but let's suppose we did take it real seriously and find that was too off, then we kind of hampering a flower from growing
So we
to
go
back.
cancel Nyla then.
That's what I say,
So,
You understand? You understand?
So how Marshall get cancelled yet? Anyway.
Well, some people cancel. I mean,
You can't cancel martial.
cancel
You can't
martial.
cancel martial. That's like canceling Michael
But
Jackson.
like mentally, some people not on martial 1,000%.
But the only music.
Yeah.
They say that.
Like 1,000.
They say that, but they still jump
Them
out to
people
family.
in jump
No,
out
that's
to
not
dance into dancing.
no. I mean, hey, the man music is the man music. But like,
What's
him
that
as an
name?
individual,
But then nobody know
Harold
the
people
man.
will
You
not
or his
know
martial
nothing.
friend, we don't know
That
it.
I just say it's mean. I talk
just say,
about
even them.
Joe Public, and that's unfortunate. But it has some things that's happened, and it's like, yo, I real not on that.
Facts. It
have some personal attributes of these celebrities that is real shit.
We can't carry
And
them.
they had to be a little bit more careful because they're in the public light.
As Rajal was now saying, we have to realize, one, that these people is now we friends or family.
We don't know them.
Yeah.
We need to enjoy what they bring into the table and just
They
go
blessed.
away
They
now.
giving us gifts
Because
from
it's-
God.
But I feel that's how the whole entertainment culture changing now because of social media, where it is like get a little intimate with artists and thing now and see what they do.
Them under real scrutiny.
Exactly,
dog.
because before social media,
No, Nyla can't wait
Nyla
for
could
the more than
have shown that she had, and nobody would not say nobody would not say that.
Yeah.
People don't see what Nyla under pressure over there.
So yeah, generally we agree that was wrong with the tweet, and we should kind of give these celebrities a little bit of leeway that we would want for ourselves.
Allow
you know
them
what
to
I'm-
be humans.
And celebrities that doesn't get the go ahead to just do whatever you want either.
Yeah,
the reality is
yeah,
something.
That's why there's no two ways. There's two ways.
But that to me is a real good segue into the whole talking about protecting your peace, because you know she had to deal with that small backlash. It ended up I get hacked. I don't know that allegedly. You know that's why you're already PRS. But you know, had it been different, let's suppose she was not a celebrity, she could have tweeted that at that part. She'd have feel at peace. You know, that's what she wanted to say.
Exactly.
So protecting your peace, you know, that's something that kind of, that fabric just weave into a whole different set of, you know, categories that we just deal with on a daily basis. One of the most common ones I see in these days, and is real disheartening, is when people come to celebrate their little small achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
people
buy my
have
first
thoughts.
car, I get my first job, ting, and it's you take you take 3 years to buy a Nissan or whatever. Them kind of thing, dog.
You
My
know
boy
where
make
people
a
come from.
turn. First of
That
all,
might be the first car in a person's whole family.
You understand? And the thing is, dog, the reason why doing them kind of things so negative is because you gotta think, though, the amount of hurdles that person probably had to cross to be able to get to that point in their life.
And they
When you
happy.
now come and burn that down, you stop that person from propelling even further.
Exactly.
You understand?
literally.
That's somebody who faced the music, dog, and come out on the other
It's really
side.
funny you say that too, because when people assume that everything is everything and they could just throw out bullet words and comments and things whatever, you don't know how that person accept the way you telling them, now boy. Like you don't know how people receiving them thing, now boy. So while they might just be on a nice little high, and like the first high they get for
A while.
a
And you come to shoot it down. Like,
yo, make a turn. Make a turn. At me.
if anything, you're
So I can
supposed
tell
to be
you, make a
saying, congratulations.
Yeah.
Shake a man hand.
It's a good mileage.
So
What
go.
you seen?
Or don't say anything.
Hush your
That is
mouth.
a real key to
And that's my favorite one.
To me, that's the most critical element in this whole thing. It's like, if it is you realize, I mean, whether it be something good, bad, or indifferent, right? If you have nothing good to say on the topic,
Just keep it to yourself.
just rock back.
Yeah.
Rock back.
Tweet it.
Unless
And save it in your draft.
unless it's somebody in this circle who you really had that kind of levels it and they could pull the person's gun and say,
Entire draft champion.
So, case, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's relax.
They all it is me. It's just how to relax.
And you know, on that too, what people who you face that kind of pressure and stuff before, one thing you should do is, you know, if you know somebody have that kind of energy, hit them the mute, hit them the block. You understand?
Yeah.
Get out of your
Get the
frequency.
energy, yeah. Don't take them on too. Don't let that upset your day.
Yeah, stay the
Stay
course.
on the party, yeah.
Stay the course. Everything will be fine. You know, any other ways or they could suggest people can protect their peace.
No, I think we know starting to get to the crux of that
now
whole
start to knock on that,
protect your
yeah.
peace, because you see, You see, it's about your space. So we were just talking about individuals who kind of bad. I wouldn't say bad talking to other people, but like they're looking at situations and they're judging. The person who on the receiving end of that is the person who really have to protect their peace.
Yeah.
And the best way, have so many things that we talk about in this podcast that really will kind of feed into protecting your peace. But I don't know, but like you really just have to center yourself.
I use one word when I'm talking about centering yourself or the mountain or protecting your peace and thing. And that is diet. What you consume is what you become, boy. And if constantly what you're consuming is negative, that is not food I'm talking about. All the hungry people I'm talking about. What you consume, boy. What you let into your body is what you're gonna project down, boy. So when you make it your focus to engross yourself in cantankerousness and bacchanal and you understand? Who can fight on who the most and you want to be the center, kick something. That's cool, and you can be a funny guy, you know. That's fine. Yeah. But know that your words have an effect on people. And that people just take what people say and register it and base their movements on them things, no boy. So you have to be careful with them weapons that you use. Words is actual weapons, no boy. You understand? So that is all I can really say to that, you know. Just be careful of what you consume and what you let into your system. Your diet had to be healthy.
I feel one of the things we had to realize too in this world protecting your peace vibes is making sure that you understand that not everything somebody say is the truth.
Yeah.
Somebody might say something about you, but you must know different now, boy. That this is not the truth about myself, so why do I even care? I mean, it's something easier said than done. But you have to practice. You might get the first 3 times, you might go out and say, boy, what's the end with this man, boy? But if you practice it eventually, people might say something bad about you and you might sit down and say, well, this man have real time on his hands, boy, because...
Oftentimes, though, the smallest things will just go by and addressing it is what is give it life now, boy.
Yeah.
Just let her go, you know. I mean, it's difficult, but you have to know that what someone says, someone's opinion about you doesn't say anything about you. It more says thing about them.
Our opinion first thing.
You understand? And you can really live your life. I was having a conversation with somebody just last night about this. Like, you don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
Because, as in explain who you are, because when you do that, it's projecting that you are insecure about how you are perceived. And that in itself is not peaceful. You live in miserable all the time. If it is you are happy or comfortable, be that and just ignore anything that strain you away from that.
But the unfortunate thing with even knowing how to protect your peace is that sometimes individuals don't know what peace is for them.
Facts,
so
that's a big
it's
one,
like
bro.
for you now, we like everybody's talk about peace and we have this whole kind of energy, this love vibes are in the circle right now, which is amazing.
Peace side is the peace side.
Always. But you really you had to know what that means for you. You had to know yo. Hey, you see this little zone here? They me. This is my energy, it is my vibes. So I know, because protecting the peace is something that's real critical to me. I know, like for people who know me personally too, is that in order for me to be my best self, my headspace had to be clear, my spirit had to be light, my energy had to be free for me to really be able to express myself. And that version of myself is the best version of myself. And I want to be that every day.
All the time.
So me knowing what that is, anything that will come into contact with that to basically set me off my path, I removing it. So the thing now is that when it is you encounter instances or energies are trying to throw you off other vibes, you have to be able to answer that call and basically try to remove it from your space. But the next thing with that too is that sometimes this come from you. Sometimes when it is you trying to protect your peace, you're not protecting yourself from somebody else, and you're protecting yourself from yourself.
From your own
and that, you see, that's where it started getting mad. Because now yes, you will be in a situation where you have all these things on your mind and you're getting so caught up in these symptoms as opposed to addressing somebody core issues. Because you had to put yourself on the chopping block. Because in some instances you are the problem.
Yeah.
And if it is you willing to take that responsibility and tell yourself, yo, see this what I doing here? It's in the right way. And I really had to kind of pull back. If you're not willing to have that conversation with yourself, your dog's dead.
You see what you're now saying there as well too, really unique now, because real people, I know from interacting with a lot of people that they don't isolate themselves and like hold our meds, figure out what's going on with you now, boy. You know, people just look at people just run to people with their problems now.
People Netflix,
The internet, a book, a blog,
bro.
All that kind of
Pinterest.
The best
Sit
thing
down
I
with
could
our
have
meds.
learned was introspection and just learning how to be grateful and forgive myself. You understand? Just walk through the days, and because every mistake you make, you're gonna wanna just beat yourself up for one thing, but you can't do that. You can't do that.
You make mistakes, you're human. Will
You
make
have to learn
mistakes.
how to forgive yourself and move forward and
And
acknowledge.
you gotta be proud of yourself too.
Yeah.
Because one of the first steps to fixing a problem is acknowledging that you have a problem. So when it is you are aware of yourself and aware of like what it is you putting out there into the universe, that is the first step towards addressing some of the things that you need to strengthen and some of the things that you need to fix. Because it have real things about yourself that, you know what, boy, I really had to watch how I deal with this. I had to watch how I talking to people. I had to watch how I deal with situations. I had to watch how I handle
wake up
my own
earlier,
things.
simple
Yeah,
things.
like honestly, real simple things.
Yeah.
But you see when they get in that habit and they basically build the momentum, that is when you'll get closer and closer.
You gotta be real honest with yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to grow in life, you gotta be honest with yourself. That's why when you get personal growth, you wouldn't be able to acknowledge any of the things that keep in your back. You be honest with yourself.
And it real amazing that that take us into that whole habitual finding better practices that touching into discipline. And that aspect of discipline is something I realize is one of the most, is something you have to develop as a person, but is the most important thing that you could develop as an individual. And they always, it have a school of thought that discipline is more important than talent. And I for sure have seen progress tenfold because of that. I never had any natural talents like that. I couldn't draw, I can't sing, I can't play any instruments, I can't run fast, I can swim a little bit. Just a regular person, but you see, working hard and improving yourself and doing what necessary.
Facts.
Everything that I ever succeeded in life was as a result of that, boy. And I know people who are more talented than me in the same arenas, and I would say that I passed them. I should at least trending past them. And it's not just about discipline, it's not just about self-discipline, it's about creating a infectious energy about your work ethic now. And your work ethic in all aspects of your life now, boy. Hey, we have this to do. We had to be here for the podcast at 6.
Sure.
We had to be here at 6. At 6, we have to hit record and set up. We didn't get to lecture 9 under kicks.
Nah.
You understand? A simple thing like your health. You had to wake up every morning and eat your breakfast on time. Get your rest. You want to lie here, but you have to rest. Don't overdo the thing. Get a little 2-3 drugs in every week. And I learned that this is my little personal message where this helped me. I will forever grateful to myself for doing this. Take small menial tasks around your home and turn it into lessons for yourself now.
That's a big thing.
So I start off by making up my bed every morning. No questions asked, no matter how late it is, whatever. Make up your bed before you leave. Try not to have more than 3 things on a surface, on a table, a counter, a coffee table. Once you have more than 3 things, pack it away. If you have a clothes drawer and the drawer full, get rid of some of your clothes. part of discipline too is knowing what you don't need in your life.
Yeah.
That energy keeping your back.
Rid enough excess.
Yeah, the clear space.
And you use those little things to test yourself. And when you get into a habit, I heard once that if you could do something, a task 29 times in a row, it becomes a habit. So if you wake up 29 days in a row and you make up your bed, it wouldn't feel like a chore anymore.
After a while, you just do it. It's become part of you.
When you get there, challenge yourself with something harder, So I challenge myself to at least drink 3 smoothies a week. Smoothie boys. Smoothie champ in the corner here. Somewhere around here, bigger than
You come as one just now, no?
Yeah, son.
Easy man. This is a big smoothie man.
No,
Catty, smoothies. All these smoothie people out there, we need to band together. We have a smoothie lime on the beach.
The key to the recipe there with the ginger.
Yeah, Alyssa Batiste. We still great in ginger, smoothies on that. That's the crack now, boy. You understand? Better eating habits. What's another thing I try to do? Always clean out your backseat of your car. Trying to have things as well. Feel that one,
but it's so amazing how all these things basically.
You're kind of chocolate.
But all these things kind of feeding into each other in a way because that's I know like making up a bed, creating habitual tasks that will basically feed yourself or create a better version of yourself. All that is part of protecting your peace. All that is part of centering yourself. So if I was to give 3 tips, that's coming out of what Rachel was saying is 1, clear space. Make sure your space, your environment is as clear and clean as possible. I mean, not every
space being the physical and spiritual.
It's an next big thing. Oh, you could talk about that. No, that's spiritual. It's a height topic. Your physical space, make sure it's nice and clear. Make sure it's nice and clear. In my doesn't work. You would swear nobody working there. You would say nobody.
No, the talk, I can go to ask you, that you were just saying you're talking about me.
You will swear nobody there because my desk clear. My room, I don't like to fold clothes. The boy not perfect. But for the most part,
at least
normal.
Nice.
Maintaining our vibes. Easy mode alive with my lights.
Once
you do that now, the harder things to do is that you also have to, it's a big task. And this is a lesson I kind of trying to teach myself about protecting my peace and really getting at, I wouldn't say master level, but really, really trying to hone in on that craft. You see, allowing your peace to hinge on yourself and not other people, right? You see, when it is you find peace in others and that is removed from your space, and you automatically now feel like you're in disarray.
Yeah.
That is a big thing. You have to make sure that your peace comes from you. You can't find peace
and
find happiness in other people. It have to come from you and come from you solely. So regardless of what come in your life, who come in your life,
peace.
Hey, I could away, bro. I could away.
Sometimes that means that you have to say no to people.
Yeah.
You can't bend yourself for other people's agendas, and that will come across as off, but that is from a place of love.
Yeah, sometimes
from
you
a
really
place
have
of
to pull back and
positivity.
say, yo, in order for me to maintain my vibes,
I can't make it, bro.
I can't make that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. I on this path, I need to be fully focused on this. I can't take on your aspect of your life and what you want here.
But I wish you the best.
It's all love.
Phrases that stand out to me with these 2 topics we have in here. In terms of with your peace, see the phrase, how much of the weight you carrying is yours. Because people is be carrying around weight to other people. It's right true. You walking around and yeah, this man you have to deal with here, and he keep asking you to deal with this, and you taking upon his thing, and then this person here and this person here. Make sure that at least 90% of the things that you have to deal with is yours, because you already have your own problems going on now. You can't take on everybody. As much as you want to be a helpful person, you still have to probably help from a distance. So provide the tools. Prioritize yourself as at the same time like you fall apart. And in terms of discipline, dog, you see, it will take, some people think that they have what it takes now, but it's sometimes it just take everything they have still to reach
You
where
have
you're
to-
going, dog.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes it take more than
More than
everything
that,
they have.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice part of your life and yourself and stick at it to achieve something. And that is the part where discipline will always be talent, because even with talent, you need discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a feast.
Some of the most talented people. I find nice part of your talent, I know. Like that should be a talent.
Discipline is a
Discipline,
talent, though.
yeah.
That's
That should be a talent.
Discipline and vision.
That's a talent.
Yeah.
That is a talent.
And one of the most hidden hurdles is both a hurdle and a positive attribute, believe it or not, to having a high level of discipline is self-control. Difficult to attain, but it's a real great thing to have, and find ways to test
You
yourself.
mastered that?
Yeah.
Look, you can't give yourself everything that yourself want now. You gotta be the person to come out and say, big man,
True.
What is your
relax a little bit here.
That's-
This is not for you. I mean, you might want it, I don't know that not for you, and you'll mash up yourself in the
And
long run.
understand-
But I mean,
too.
the funny thing with that is, and this even feed into what you were saying just now. Sometimes, you know, you will have people in your circle, and you so hell bent on making sure that everybody good. You ain't even focusing on yourself.
Can't do
Yeah.
that.
So you so focus on making sure and you so and so everything get over there. Over here.
Look.
Your family. I remember like a personal example. So in my family, I am the person that everybody is coming to with different issues now. Right? So I reach a point where I came to a point a couple of years ago where I was like, yo, I had to find some time for me. I had to really pull back and save some of my energy to achieve some of the things that I need to achieve for me. Because if I there for everybody, who there for me? You know, like sometimes it's really hard to be like, yo, I need to narrow down, maintain a certain level of peace for myself before I go and make sure everybody else.
One of the key things in discipline is isolation too. You need to pull square. Do what you need to do for you during the day, during the night, whenever it is you do what you have to do. But you need at least a few hours a day isolation to do what you have to do. And even if you're working amongst people, you know, even talking about lock up yourself in a room.
No.
Yeah.
You're working amongst people, but you need to pull square and actually just do all the things that you have to task.
Yeah, this flick I just do,
Yeah, no,
You see, early in the morning, I doesn't say any words for about an hour. Like if I wake up, 8 o'clock, no words coming out of my mouth till 9 o'clock.
That's a big one. I like that. I can try
You
that.
understand? And that point, I just organize the machine for the day. I just pull up a little nice little, you know that GIF for the phone?
That's in your
I be there for an hour, organize my scene,
And then they roll out.
And then they go.
Giving people pleasure the days all around. You understand?
Well, one of the things I'm trying to do now is when I wake up, I ain't really get far in it, but wake up, sit up upright, take some deep breaths for 15 minutes, don't move, don't check your phone, you're up, you're taking it in the morning air now.
Yeah.
Chill.
Don't rush
And then you organize it.
Don't rush you to the day.
We're rolling off the
It's
bed
not
here,
going
so
nowhere.
don't run in the bathroom.
It's not even that. I mean, watch. It have real people. I mean, I was even guilty at a certain point until I tell myself, hey, watch it. 8 o'clock. Roll the stretch.
Grab that phone. That's the first thing I be doing, boy. I'm like,
I do that for sure.
That's a ban.
I reach
Practice.
out. I remember this is
Sometimes I even open my eye and I feel
So
like
yeah, force myself.
This is UV days, right? I remember I wake up one morning, I check in this course, I check in this message, I follow. It's like I reach up and I say, hey, what's going on? You say prayers?
It'll take 5 minutes.
You say prayers, oh. So then after that, and I am not no big church man, but every morning
And say your prayers.
before I do anything, before I put my foot on the ground,
Listen.
I say, say my prayers.
Even if it's just a thank you for
And talk
waking
to
up.
the boss.
So
Church, man. That is the thing.
Yeah?
You don't have to be no big church, man, to say a morning prayer.
So see,
Your
thank
morning
you.
prayer is not even just to be gracious and grateful in the morning, you know. It's to humble you.
guidance.
Guidance. So before you walk out, they don't feel like you're the only man out there. No,
Yeah.
Other people
Other
struggling.
people humble you. Align yourself. You understand? eat little and live long.
Yeah, you gotta give thanks. You gotta have to
Give
forgiveness. You know.
understand?
You gotta cleanse yourself, cleanse your mind before you really pick up on. Nobody ain't saying to go and check how much likes they got on the Instagram from my phone. Was he saying I was talking about the other day with the bikinis with the
Yeah,
shop?
the clear
Yeah, how you going? Like you're 250 likes
Sure. These girls getting 600 up and these girls is not normal girls.
No, but what's not man? Them like sure girl.
If I get 250 likes,
Them like sure. Here what going on the man and he message you.
Yeah, and next thing
He did message you. You don't need to check.
a new habits, a new thing I'm trying to do to build up some self-control is when I drive in, to touch your phone. I want hard.
Yeah.
apart from it being illegal.
Difficult.
See the traffic vibes?
That was tough for me.
Dog,
Put on a podcast, dog.
I feel so that's what we gotta do.
Put on a podcast and let it play. But you see, dog, like it's so crazy, dog. I'll be sitting down, and from the time my phone vibrates, my head just turns to try and peep and see where it is. If it's like in the tray or something in the middle now. And I just feel like you're in control of yourself, dog. Why you only feeling to check your phone?
Also,
dog?
remember me, my phone facing me right there. They're coming down here right now.
You know what I tell myself? Like last year too, when I didn't have a phone.
You always have a phone.
Always.
Now we have two phones, dog.
So you see people, let's get to there and
I
he
started
brings
making it a
up
habit
twice.
of like acknowledging the fact that most of the world kind of built before mobile phones now, boy. So instant messaging wasn't really the prerogative. Like
When I was a youth man, I didn't have no phone.
That's like a phone 6 that already pick
True,
up.
eh? Like after you call Miss Lady 8 o'clock in the night and you jump from after
line.
primary school. No, that is no. I talking about before
On your house
before
phone.
telephone.
Yeah.
That is it. We ain't talking until I see you tomorrow.
And they can't even talk long, because we're 10 o'clock and things, so one of the moms come in and say, hey,
Mom's picking up the phone and stream right, Jel.
It's an update that you are always telling me I rest 2 to 6 so you know everybody in class birthday. But you are not planning this thing around that.
Sometimes you gotta go by the payphone and thing to another coin.
coins back. So one of the most nervous moments as a youth man is when our phone bill come in.
Come on,
All the lights are cold.
Who called 623?
That's it.
Wow.
Dog.
It's a real big one that I undertook last year, December 14th. Which I would kind of explain how my journey to it went on December the 14th this year. And how it did positively affect me.
That's my mom's
But-
birthday, by the way.
Serious. Easy moms.
Mountain.
Yeah, that's
Mountain.
that. But I completely stopped watching pornography and masturbation.
Yeah.
Cold turkey. Just under researching it and them kind of flicks. And everything that they say, you can do your Googles. 100%.
It's true.
It's true.
But I think the biggest lesson which they didn't bring out in the research is the ability to have self-control for other things, dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I could just decide that no matter how much I feel to do this thing, I just not doing that, dog. Move on. I could be real hungry. Yeah, work to finish. Forget that. Do it. You're real feeling to go this thing? Nah, because dealing with that, crossing that hurdle to stop them urges is like peak, especially for a fella, dog.
Yeah.
You
I
understand?
pick urges.
Peak.
I pick urges.
So even if I go through the timeline, dog, and some kind of blues flick come up,
You muted
it's a
porno.
scroll,
Yeah,
bro.
scroll faster.
But see, sometimes it does pop up. You can't really help it. But muting it is not helping.
That's just like
You have to be able to.
how do people to ignore
You
it for
understand?
yourself?
So when we reach that point and it's the year and I have a nice little.
You gonna
How
have
can I go into it? No, not lying, but if we record that podcast, if we record that podcast,
The four of us.
I will kind of talk about how it went and how it was and all more in depth on them details and whatnot. And
Nah,
rate it.
that's different.
I rate it.
That's a big one.
That's different.
I feel my journey.
Yeah, just do it, bro.
I rate it.
I try to bring, in a little group with my dogs from QRC. everywhere's on a little path.
Trying to carry everybody, but men break off the.
At us.
Yeah, but see how
pledges.
play Ducklands.
At us with the pledges, the Rigel challenge. You understand?
Alright,
The Rigel
challenge.
challenge, yes.
At us with all the
And
pledges.
no blues.
We want the updates.
No blues, no porn.
No
I mean,
porn.
no blues, no masturbation.
No masturbation. You understand?
I was I mean, I should.
Men are really honest though. If you
No,
do
man,
the
I'm
Rigel
be honest.
challenge-
Yo,
Yeah.
if you're gonna hocus pocus, you seen though.
Yeah, the hocus pocus, you see.
Yeah, you could be used.
Now, I mean, that positive, if we could.
No, well, you can start a movement there. I the first pledge.
Yeah, no, it is difficult, but remember, I tell you about the 29 thing.
No, when I say I don't mean hard as in like hard. I mean it is hard to use, but hard like in the real bad man. Yeah.
If this go viral, I'm gonna shoot somebody.
I tell you about the 29 things in a row. I guarantee you, dog, by the time you hit 30 days a month,
Easy.
What I would
you've
say,
released it from your life. dog.
why I would say on them levels is so the whole masturbation flex and porn flex was never really my vibes. I mean, yeah, I dabble in it, but that wasn't really my thing. On that solo energy, because you know FaceTime crazy out there. But we ain't good. I would say, you see sex, controlling sex as a fella, like as
Powerful.
No. So I remember that.
I know what all these stones in the one.
My pops. I mean, my family was always very blatant with me when I was growing up. My father told me, could you see pussy? It go and just fall in your lap. It could be everywhere. But you gotta control yourself.
10 to 1.
You gotta control yourself and just wrap up because you know such and such is the case. That things outside here, they sat on the tape.
That was your birds and the bees?
That was my birds and the bees.
Sex.
Yeah, I wasn't. I
I
didn't
was done
Yeah,
like
pass.
all day, like
Birds and bees and birds.
yeah, slaying, right? I went through a period like, you know, in UE and different times of my life where, I mean, sex was like it wasn't a scene. It was easy to come by. And then within the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years, I remember sometimes, I mean, and I think we can talk openly here too, and even people who would be paying attention, I would have had sex with individuals, and I feel as though it take away from me
As opposed to adding
more than it add to. So I remember having sex with people, and it's like
you're not feeling like how it's supposed to.
it's like
Easy to a dog, Yannick, dog. Yeah, man. Is a man preaching
So,
that
yeah.
now. Big
so
these
yeah,
days, eh?
Dan, like you're done on his log. It's like yeah.
Thank God it's done, yes?
It's like oh gosh.
Energy
And
going.
so that is not in accordance
So,
to the,
yeah.
that have nothing to do with the other part, yeah?
Yeah, it's
I want to
you.
be clear, that's not
It's
that's
nothing
a
to do with
kinda-
that.
me.
It's nothing to do with
it's not
that.
you.
It's
Just
nothing to do
chakras
with
get shaken up.
So yeah, and I tell myself after the last experience I had at that, I say, yo, if the energy not right,
I cool.
Actually,
if the energy not right, like when I meet you, dog, we not going on that vibes.
Actually, I saw an illustration at time with two people having sex, obviously, but instead of natural parts, it was like a plug and a receiver. No? And the other person was getting charged, and the
Other person getting discharged.
Yeah. So that's real happen because in I strongly believe, I firmly believe that sex obviously is an exchange of energy. And just as much as you say in that I might have felt on the shitty end of the stick, quote unquote, and then the other person over the moon, them on a high.
So that ain't even registering what
Exactly.
you registered.
So then when
At
you
all.
come down and you pull back, it's like, you know.
And it was the heighty thing as a fella out there, like, as much as this stereotype is, that's all that fellas want and thing, from the time you started control aspect of your life and I cool, you had to deal with a whole other world of rabs and heights.
Yeah.
Boy,
Like if
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, why?
yeah,
There was the thing too. Most people, in terms of when when we dealing with like the opposite sex and thing, haven't really elevated past a sexual communicative level now, boy. Like their levels of communication is more based around lust and the action of
physical
interaction and them kind of thing. Like, but when you start going down a line where you're more in tune with yourself and you're more guided with your energy and you're more cherished. You just watch like everybody you interact with, like somebody you could, a vessel you could now uplift them as opposed to somebody you just wanna feed off on.
Yeah.
Like people just watch people like food as opposed to friends, now boy.
Yeah.
Fish off.
You understand?
Fish are friends.
Fish are friends, not food.
No, but the next thing too is I have a lot of young guys who watching this and in some cases like looking up to us and so on. And fellas, like that 1,000 girl life
It's not. It doesn't make sense.
Don't feel man like Meeks and Gels and Kelly. You're saying this for YouTube. Saying this for likes and retweets.
No,
it's something that we live in and it's something that we went through because men are those.
Yeah,
But it's something that we except my boy Meeks. You understand? But it's something that you realize after a while. It's just when you start to focus on building an empire, building you personally, building yourself, you understand? Building a vision that you have, something that you're trying to execute. You just realize most of them things just come in the
Frivolous,
way.
The most important thing that I realized with that, and it's no knock to like women, like, I mean, I have been on record saying that I think in general humanity, women more important than men.
Facts.
And or overall better beings, but women interaction with women is take a lot away from you. It's take a lot away from you because you're living in a patriarchy. You're expected to come to the table with something, and that alone in itself is a stressful experience. And you go in and look at the living up to the patriarchy and the having birds and that kind of thing, and try to be somebody that you're not really ready to be.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, in doing that, you don't have time to really focus on build yourself. You understand? So, you know, you had to take time for yourself. I mean,
hey, and you see,
vibes there, but at the same time, not really.
But you see, when you do that properly in terms of understanding yourself and you have a sense of identity, and you really become that man. You see, when you have the choice to choose from girls, as opposed to going out there and hunting for girls.
Bro,
you see that life?
I would just say don't focus on yourself.
Let's focus on you, dog. Focus on
you build.
This for ladies too.
Everything that you desire is built below you. All the things you want in life and thing will come below you and more, dog. And just calm it, bro. Everything will be fine.
Important.
You understand? You know, we're coming up to the hour mark, so before we ease out, a little serious, but the talks was nice. You know, right now we're in a bit of, I don't really want to call it a war, but we have a little rift. We have a little rift between the cardinal points.
I think it's a shifting of the guards, man.
Thanks,
If you're looking for peace,
come to the east.
East
side is the peace side.
East side is the peace side.
Anything past maritime is heights.
Hold on. See, not as I here alone, representing the West. I'm a shooter in the back there, but you understand?
I'm good at
now, in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Right. We're talking about when St. Joseph was the capital, or?
We could go that far back. You understand? It was never a scene where we have this inter-regional or constituent war and thing. I only see them thing when election time come around. You understand? You don't know how we feel about election time at this point now, boy. Now, having said that, I am not one to really adhere to the whole narrative of this one versus this one because I believe in tables and tables need to be filled now, boy. Nobody likes an empty table, and I
And
think
everybody have a place.
everybody has something
Everybody
to bring
have a
to the
place.
table, now, boy. Now, where we just get twisted is when you're thinking that your chicken better than a man beef. You understand? Because all the things on the table have value. Right? The East have value.
Best thing
West
never
have
die.
value.
But here where the thing get mad, Hugh. And this is, you had to admit to this. The West was getting real pressed when the East started to uplift themselves. And I find that was out of time.
I think the only people who was studying the East was East people.
Because we're from the East. Look, when we started talking about how East on the rise and thing, West get real pressed.
I know it's a funny
That's
thing.
one of the two men who come out.
The only people who come out is men from Sour and Baratari and think they're the West. And I need to highlight them. I will
Like proper West, yeah.
I will not have it.
Easy the representative to the corner.
I will not have it.
One of the residents was done.
Men trying to celebrate the girl at Starbucks. It's end up at Starbucks sports. We just do that, do. I just show up my Starbucks.
You know what killing me too? Yeah, what killing me, eh? You see when South, remember when South has always come on, they put them out and the thing, and everybody's be fighting down South.
South are the West.
These people be fighting down South.
Everybody's fighting down South.
Everybody does fight down South.
Especially
But I find-
West is fighting the whole country,
But
though.
what I find is that West people, yeah, or the crew from the West,
I
I
need
find
a
the
break.
chestnut as high in the sky when they come out the East, though.
Here was the seat.
Yeah,
Nuts.
you don't have all that bass in the
This come
voice.
down there on that way. You know, you trying to go in alone.
Yeah, you don't have all that bass in the voice.
I had to show a man, you understand, from the East. Right? Where Court St. James was. So, I don't want to hear no ways talking. Court St. James is the base of West. That is fundamental West. You do that every carnival.
But the man we didn't go to school in
Don't
town.
man. Right? Secondly, I feel like I need receipts on these comments, boy, because
Hugh, this is
how
like
you
if
get
it's not, if it wasn't, I
You
think
talk
it's
for when the
from
East page
Android.
come? The East page
Yeah,
goes
that
out.
rock
That's
and
right.
roll.
Yo, I do agree with what they're saying, you know, as a Westman who champion his skills. How dare
Let
you?
me East Girls is the greatest.
Let's give Hugh
Yeah,
credit.
sure.
He's skill 7 ever is Hugh.
Yeah.
Even printed on a
And
jersey,
my
that's commitment. That's
my
commitment.
people support that vision. My people love the West. And you know what I want to say further to my argument? West, nothing without the East. West.
Right, but Hugh, can we be allowed to bask in our progress?
You couldn't.
We don't
Here
get
we
the
doesn't like.
opportunity.
Here we doesn't like. Here we doesn't like. Most of the fuck up people I know is East people, eh?
What? That's fake
Like
news,
it's
though.
not like fake news. Let me put it in a better
Nah.
context. Let me put it in a better context. Most of what is the word, buddy?
What is the word for real?
I know real assholes from the East now. Who just kinda, you know, they're funny and they just bend the scene and they just make their comments, and most of the comments is really come from the, I don't want to call names now, boy.
We're talking about in the
general sense of things.
Right,
So when
not
it is
the
that
West,
the
East
pecan, when it is that the pecan come back to the East, we would assume that the East could be able to take a pecan.
we taking
We
it,
take
you know.
Pecon. He's always think Pecon.
But we throwing it back
We
same
come
way.
from Pecon, you know.
Yeah.
You remember that?
No, we,
Hey, nobody doesn't want to drop you home, man.
That's an intro. We come from Pecon.
Nobody's gonna drop the East Birds home, man.
before the whole
It's going to get jumped for sure. It's going to get jumped for sure.
before the little uprising at the East now, where the East on a dread.
Come on.
We are not
You
climb.
understand?
We going like this.
Before that,
Shout out one
right?
Trinity place.
First of all, we just used to get Kong, dog.
Yeah, but that is because
We
Oh,
take
they were
Kong
still-
basically for my whole life up until
That's
2 years
because-
ago.
Yeah.
that is because they were still under Boss Burger.
Boss Burger.
Yo, when I used to one and he's the last shine, he had to take that. Or is the last shine right now? I don't know the corner take that.
Yeah, but that's what
Burger, real vibes on.
But
Thank
what,
God to tell her.
what I want to say, right, as President of the United States attackers, right, but in May, the East, we didn't decide that yet.
Yeah, the guy East Mayor.
It coming. We have our flag and everything. I just want to say that the east side is the peace side, and we want to olive branch it all, yeah? And we also want to just make it very clear that
Come visit the east.
we have no issues with the central or south people. As a matter of fact, as somebody who lived south for 8 years of his life, I would just like to say that southern hospitality is undefeated.
It's the greatest.
And I think the perfect mix is
South.
east with a splash of south.
You cannot, bro.
I find
You really
out
can't go.
one reason.
Cosmopolitan and the
I feel like going
I spent some
to
time
invest in a
South.
commercial for these.
Nah, I'm on retiring in the
I said,
south.
them
eh?
visit- them
I
visit
call it.
countries,
I look into
commercials.
college Jordan
South?
South. I like to call it Jordan South.
South
yeah.
is Miami, you know.
Pleasant
Never
Park,
pass over
yeah.
by
Key
Mosquito
South
Creek and thing.
is Miami.
Just before you reach Mosquito Creek there.
South
By,
South
I mean like Larmain area and things.
South
As
is
you
like-
pass right on the stretch here by where they reach
So can I
Go
follow
City
it?
Mall and thing there.
Yeah.
You know, after that I was at our buildings by the seaside.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing like Miami done.
That is South Bush. No, that Gulf View.
Like Gulf View.
Yeah, that is Gulf View.
Yes,
And
Gulf
then
View.
Bel Air right after.
Bel Air.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right before the creek.
I don't know your South, you know. You
Dog,
South, man.
I live these areas. I used to live Faisal, that thing. I know all them thing, dog. San Fernando boys come from
Faisal
I graduate.
Faisal
Victoria.
is right at the buck.
I can't remember.
The buck was then Faisal, man.
Nah, the book was in
Cuba.
No boy, Felicity.
Claxon B.
Claxton.
Claxton. They was very Buck was real forward.
Central, easy, Darren and the whole
500
crew.
team. Nah, the team. The
Love and love.
Wait, what's Darren name for Shagonas again? That you trying to jump?
Trying to push
Yeah,
the
Shag,
Shag,
So let it be known.
we go for that seven.
Let it be
We go for that
known.
seven.
I think this is I feel we could call this lecture this. Shag is Shagamas.
If anything, we'll get a bonus.
Guanas is Guanas. If that is on my mom, you know it. That is
That's what it is.
That's the bonus. That's the bonus.
That is it.
That's the bonus.
You
December
understand?
14th.
But it's love amongst all the regions.
I think we should just focus on being one Trinidad, you know. We have a lot of growing to do as a nation.
So I just letting you know from now, you. When the flyover and Crib build up and the 2 malls finish, is a shift in power.
You mean I only still have traffic?
No.
What traffic is going in
Because everybody coming in the east.
Everybody
Yeah,
leaving
basically.
town.
Nah, to go in the east. To go in the
To
east.
go back
There's
home.
going to be a shift in power.
Like, let's be serious.
We just come in the.
All that traffic for more traffic.
For more traffic.
Nah.
Nah. All you do with that now. All you do with that now.
Visit the east.
Furthermore, I rather kid on than half like.
No. First thing first kid I was in the east firstly.
And I don't know from
Yeah.
that.
Firstly.
We
I
pioneer
know
that
in the east.
guys.
Because they find
Yeah.
this Marlin. They find Marlin in the east. They find Jack in the east. They
We
find
go in true crime. We
really
talk crime.
can't
We
do that. Come now.
let's talk crime.
I find like the east is women just go to hide away.
After they come in the crime in the west.
Alright, let me come on. So that one they coming on the west.
You know that west wind. That abandon the west wind.
Let me just go on that road because I want to end the podcast on headlights, right? Fellas,
Crime is no joke, people.
it's no joke.
No.
Stay away from crime.
This
We
one
need to
was
get together.
this one was our full one. It was a positive one. We get a little recap of the topics now. Like go over the notes we start off on the football season.
Football is back.
We have any big games this weekend? Well, by the
Chelsea,
time
Liverpool.
this out, it would already be a weekend
we
going.
pass
So
it.
Liverpool would have played.
the Super Cup.
Nah, I think they're playing league.
Like Pride. Chelsea, Liverpool.
Chelsea
That
can
is-
send over now.
Liverpool.
In the earliest.
that is what? That is not this. I know it's 16th or something.
16th is
Yeah,
this weekend.
that
Yeah,
weekend.
why?
16th is Friday
I
actually.
want to shout out my
Yeah.
prediction and like just say 2-all.
I can see that.
That's
That's
not madness.
not even a madness.
Is it bridge? Is it bridge?
Nah, I feel like we're gonna be
Oh,
4-0
no,
again
no,
though.
no,
Like
no,
4-0 again. Like 4-0 again.
That's already
You don't get carried away now.
It can't be neutral.
I don't think they play. They didn't announce where they playing it.
Nah, I
next-
guess that
the
it
next
can't be
games, the next
neutral. Even
games.
neutral, that means it's a cup.
Chelsea not playing no Liverpool.
Nah,
Bye-bye. Pull up
the
the
big. The
They
big
played in the
games.
European Super Cup
Yeah,
until
they-
they win the Europa League.
Chelsea playing
Right.
Leicester. Chelsea playing Leicester.
Thank you.
Alright.
Chelsea
Why
playing
are you telling me
Leicester.
why?
No one, I don't know. I didn't check.
Liverpool playing Southampton. We as an Arsenal playing Burnley. City playing. Oh, big
Playing
game.
Southampton
Nah,
Saturday.
City big game. City playing Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's a big
And
game.
then United.
Only fantasy people.
United.
Their points up.
United is playing Wolverhampton.
Yeah, they points.
Away, never lose or they losing.
No,
Points.
Wolverhampton.
I watch Wolves today. I watch Wolves. 3 Wolves.
I watch Wolves first game. Points.
Alright, Kings.
Points.
Remember that, right?
Points. Points.
Footballers back. Let me give these celebrities and them the little play, but same way.
Hold them accountable.
You understand?
Yeah, they do
Let them be human. Protect your peace, guys,
in a big way.
Always.
and
Discipline over
build up your discipline. You know, if you're talented, you need discipline more than you need your talent.
Facts.
And if you have no talent, well,
Say
now
that
yourself you
again.
need the discipline.
If you're talented,
You need the discipline more than you need the talent.
big facts.
And peace amongst all regions. Please. East side is a peace side and take past maritime is heights. we have another project E pool party
Coming
next
up.
week Friday.
In the East.
Yeah.
PE.
How do we
Project
do?
East.
By this time, we have another
This
West
is-
Pool party
well,
Friday.
But by the time we drop this, that would already be dropped. But Friday, we in Project E in La Vie. Easy, General, big up yourself. Big venue in the East.
Come on.
Yeah, and that's been the podcast, guys. Next week, we're looking to take the podcast at a different level. I don't want to sell out anything, but let's see, we have the Minister Media here.
The original.
Follow us on all platforms. No, Minister Media.
Yeah, that's us.
If you need all social media services, there's the boss right here.
General.
Everything will be in the description. Follow us and everything. And thanks for tuning in again.
Hey guys. 1, 6.